Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone. My name is Waseem Anwar from Lahore, Pakistan. We are back with another exciting and instructive round of interviews, beginning with one of the on Passive's most dynamic women. She probably appeared at events and webinars for all of you, a woman with a lot of knowledge and the desire to make difference people's life. She was born in USA. We are fortunate to have her experiences and knowledge. She's without a doubt Jeanne as Saliba. Hello, ma'am. We warmly welcome.
Thank you so much, Waseem. It's an honor to be here. Hello, Ayesha. I'm so excited. I know we've taken my schedule has not made it easy to start this interview, but I'm so grateful for your patience and so excited to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. You gave me your precious time and you are here. And over to Aisha. You want to say something?
Okay, Assalamu alaikum, all of you, and we are here with Jean Alleva, and I'm very fortunate to be with her and take her interview today, and I'm very thankful to her because she found time from her so much busy schedule, and now she's with us, and it's excited. And I think we have a lot of questions to ask her because we need a lot of information and we want to know more and more about her. So we should start. So Jean, we want our first question is from where exactly are you located and which country are you connected from?
Sure. Well, I'm from the USA. I was born in the South, the southern states, but I've spent almost my entire life in Pennsylvania, which is in the northeast. So I live in the suburbs of Philadelphia, so just outside near Valley Forge, where General Washington had his troops and all of that. There's a lot of history where I live, and we're getting ready to be in autumn. So the colors of the trees are changing. It's really beautiful in Pennsylvania.
Okay, yes, it really, yeah, I think it's a beautiful place. I think it has a lot of greenery also,
Oh yeah,
and
a lot of trees.
yeah, and the change of color you're talking about, it really looks beautiful when you see the leaves change from green to red, and the brown and the reddish color. It's really looks very wonderful. So. We would love to know more about you and your family background, please. Would
Sure,
you elaborate a
sure.
little? Yes.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I'm one of 5 kids, so I have a big family. My parents were really, really amazing. So I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters, and we're all very, very close. We don't all live in Pennsylvania, but we're sort of generally nearby, close enough to visit frequently and have holidays together. And I'm very blessed because we enjoy each other. You know, we love each other, enjoy each other, and make each other laugh, and that's great. My parents were. My dad was from the north, Wisconsin, and he's of German and French and English descent. And my mom was from the south, Mississippi, and she's Scotch-Irish. So they met in Maryland and then moved to the Philadelphia area first. And so I think the fact that he's from the north, she's from the south, it sort of made us very balanced in our thinking, you know, different sort of philosophies, different, even sort of slightly different religions, you know, coming together and just making us be very even and balanced. And I think that really informed my life, the way that I think. I miss them dearly. They're both gone now, my parents.
Oh, sorry for that. So, yeah, it's quite, you're quite seasoned, if I can say that your dad was from, you say, Wisconsin?
Yeah, yeah.
And your yeah, and he was from French or German origin, and your mom an Irish yeah, lady. So really great. So Would you like to share your on-passes story with us and the transformation it has brought to you, to your personal and professional aspects? Yeah.
Sure. Well, I heard about it. I wasn't looking for anything, right? I've had a regular job, and I was just not looking, not really successful with online things at all. But a friend of mine that I had been working on a project with reached out to me and said, you should take a look at this. It's really massive. And I just remember him saying that word, and it just resonated with me. So I asked him, I said, well, will this be a conflict of interest with what we're working on or what we have worked on? And he said, I wouldn't be here if it was. And that was just all I needed to hear, that because I didn't want to do anything that was going to be competing with anything else I was working on, because the other thing was also humanitarian and that kind of thing. So I jumped in, I watched the videos with Ash, and I just never looked back. I never looked back. He just spoke right to my heart, right to my soul. And then I just jumped in. And sadly, my sponsor is no longer with us. He passed away, but he left such an enormous legacy of love. He was the most loving leader. He brought so many people to ONPASSIVE, and we're going to do great things because of him, in honor of him. His name was Fred Langschwager. And I know when I say that, many people out there are going to say, I knew Fred. Fred brought me, and he had such a huge impact. So, yeah, I'm very grateful to him. And as far as changing my life, I don't even recognize, well, I can't say that really. I recognize myself as who I really am. Almost like ONPASSIVE brought out who I really am, my more loving nature. In the wider world, sometimes you become hard. You're out there, working hard, and it sort of it sort of hardens you in a way, dealing with life. But ONPASSIVE has made us playful again, made us more like children, creative, just very lighthearted, loving. So as far as transformation, I just am completely different from when I joined. It brought out who I really am, and I think it's done that for all of us.
Yes, well said. It is really done this too. I think every individual who is a founder, or you, I think we all founders have uh, 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 gone through such changes, and we really feel like that we are a totally different person now from where we started. So, yeah, now I think the my favorite question, reflecting on Mr. Ash Mufareh role as our CEO and the impact he has had, what qualities do you believe makes him extraordinary?
Well, the obvious answer is his heart, right? Who else on the earth has a heart like him? But for me, it's the way he thinks. He's never looking at the problem. He doesn't focus on the problems. He's always focusing on solutions, and it totally changes the way that you think. And when we sit in a meeting with him and we see him do that in action, it helps us to grow. He doesn't accept the way things are. He doesn't say, oh, well, that's just the way it is. No, he doesn't. He says we can do better, and we're going to do better, and we're going to never give up on it. I think he loves humanity unconditionally. I've seen him in meetings where, maybe somebody came on the meeting from the outside and was unkind or something like that. And the graciousness and the patience and the acceptance and love with which he speaks to people, all of us, is unprecedented. I've never met anybody in my life like that. And he sees the pure potential in all of us. When he looks at you, Ayesha, he sees Ayesha in all of her, everything that Ayesha can do, everything that Waseem can do, everything that I can do. And it helps us live up to that. It helps us want to be better. And that's huge. That's just really huge. He expands our minds, our hearts. And he remains human. You know, he's a regular guy. He's funny. He's approachable. He's adorable, you know, but he's also a genius, like serious, um, technically minded, like just a brilliant genius person. And that doesn't always go hand in hand with being like approachable and lovable and, you know, very human. You might get someone that's very driven if they're geniuses. And so I think he's just extraordinary. I don't think there's anybody like him. And I think once the world gets to know him, they're just going to fall in love. They're just going to fall in love with him. So yeah, it's great. He's amazing. Are you muted?
Yes. Uh, you answered it really nicely because we have seen this and we have gone through all these changes when our company was a vision, and now it has gone so huge, and we didn't see any such change in our CEO. He is humble, down to earth, the way he was from the start, and he is a really, really, I think, a unique person, and he is unmatched. I cannot see any other CEO or any other person like him. Yeah, you're right. So, yes, my apologies. I skipped a question, which was a very important one also. It was about your previous work experiences. Can you please shed some light on that? Thank you.
Well, sure. Out of college, I went right into, I studied art education and graphic design, and I went right into a graphic designer job in a financial company. And I did that for several years. But what I found was that it took the joy out of it for me. And then there's a whole reason behind that. But working for a financial company and creating graphic materials and things like that, it wasn't fulfilling at all. And so I left that and actually went fully into the arts for a period of time. I did theater, professional theater. I did scenic art, you know, set design. I did a lot of things like that for some theaters in Philadelphia. But then I ran into some back problems. And so, you know, it was always like this, you know, I would move in a direction and then something would change and I'd need to shift gears. And I also went into music. I was always a singer. I was always in choirs and bands and things like that in school. But out of college, I started playing, like we spoke about before the show, playing guitar and going to open mics and things like that. And I joined a band. And after a while of that, I needed something more solid, like benefits, having a more consistent, because the band money was not consistent enough to live off of. So I was in a large group, so we had to split it 7 ways, right? So I started temping, you know, doing temporary jobs in corporations, big corporations, and some of them were really exciting. I worked for GE Aerospace for several years, loved it, absolutely loved it, because my father was in aerospace. And I did that. I worked a lot in the healthcare industry. And fast forward, like about 30 years later, like I ended up taking a permanent job in one of these companies and staying there for almost 30 years, and retired in what was it, 2021? Was it 2023 now? Yeah, 2021. I had 6 months prior joined ONPASSIVE, and that 6 months just completely changed my thinking. And I thought, I'm not staying in this corporate job anymore. And so I figured out a way where I would be able to leave there, retire early, and focus on passive and all of the projects that I work on personally. So that's pretty much my work experience. I mean, it's mostly in administrative work, but also the graphic design and things like that. But I don't do that right now. But that's my interest and that's my background. So I love everybody out there that's making posters and doing the beautiful flyers and the artwork. I just love you. You're amazing. Just really enjoying it. And the graphics of ONPASSIVE The marketing materials are just superb. They are absolutely brilliant, brilliant work.
Well, you are, I think you have a lot of qualities, and you are very much seasoned professionally. So I think when you join on passive, and when you are in on passive as a founder, you will find a lot of help, support from these qualities of yours. I think the journey which you had, the art, when you were an art designer, or a, in a theater, I think this all will help you in your journey ahead with on passive, because there we are going to do a lot of things, and there is a lot to do, a lot of opportunities, a lot of opportunities in this country, in this company. So you know that with so many countless big names and those giant companies out there, I just want to know what makes our company stand out.
Well, there's so many things, but I think one of the main things is our refusal to make it about the money. We just do not make it about the money. We put values and people first, always. Building our brand first before selling products. Doing all this work behind. We are we do everything upside down. We do things that show the values that we hold and the value that we provide. We're doing everything, not making things the cheapest and selling them the most expensive. We're giving the best, superior, amazing product and selling it for as cheaply as possible while still having the company be successful and be able to support its own, innovation labs and things like that. So it is just, putting the success of us, the users, the public, the users, everyone, it's putting our success first over the company. Like there is no real success for the company. It's just this self-perpetuating this machine of goodness, that's working with us being the major beneficiaries. And I just don't know of any other company that is doing that. It's just amazing to me. And also that it's attracting the best people, the best executives, the best technical experts. It's attracting the best because of the mission and the vision, not because, oh, we're going to pay you more than this company. They're getting people and they're saying, how big is your heart? Yes, you have to be experts in your field, but do you have a heart? Because if you don't, you really aren't a good fit. So that's also something that we stand out hugely, hugely. You're muted. You're muted. There
Sorry.
you go. No
So
problem.
yes, our CEO is like that, and whatever was his vision, it is all reflecting in whatever he's doing and moving ahead with. So now I just want so Waseem, if you have something to ask also, please just can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Thank you very much, Aisha,
Yes.
to give me chance. And
Yes.
I have
I know you
many
have a
questions.
question. I know
Yes,
you have a question
very
with you.
very difficult
Yes.
questions I
Oh
have.
yes. Uh-huh.
So my first question is: last time I asked to Suzy ma'am, who is the most handsome founder from Pakistan?
Oh.
You can see around. You can see in front. You will find.
I don't see
I,
anything.
I I see, gosh, I see one handsome and one gorgeous.
Oh no.
Two incredible people from Pakistan. You guys are just amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. So
Amazing.
Thank
you-
you.
you're not
Actually,
the only one.
uh,
Okay.
so, and
Okay.
my second question is: we are going to older and older day by day, and how we can stop our age like you.
Oh, oh no. You shouldn't ask this.
Well,
This
Waseem,
this was a
I
secret.
eat right and I exercise and I use ivory soap. No, no, you are a
So,
sweetheart.
uh,
You're a sweetheart.
so, so we no need to any plastic surgery, etc.
No, and I lied. I well, I do eat right, but I really don't exercise. I'm terrible. I'm terrible with that. I was joking. No, you know what? I think the secret to staying young is being in on passive. It is the secret. I've seen people change, getting more concerned about their health, wanting to be here for the long haul. We're going to have these incredible lives and we want to live to see them, to experience them, and live to see our children's children, like to see the world change. And if we're not healthy and taking care of ourselves and staying strong, we're not going to be able to be around. Now, tomorrow is promised to no one, but we're going to do our best to stay healthy. So I notice a lot of people really paying, even Red and Jane on their live today, we're talking about getting healthy. Marty has talked about it. Chris has talked about it. So I think, I just think it's important because we want to be healthy and strong for this journey. So, but being in on passive in this childlike atmosphere is really what keeps us young, for sure.
So good,
Yes, you're
good.
right.
Thank you very much.
We are all feeling that. Now we have a lot of things to look up to, and also a lot of when we see so many opportunities. So we know that we have a long way to go, and a lot of things to do. So that makes us more active, more energetic, and as you say, younger at heart. Yes. So
So,
I
what
now
is the?
I think, yeah.
Yes, yes. I have one more questions.
Okay, okay.
Two question actually.
Mm.
So, what is the? We always see a big smile on webinars. So, what is the secret of your happiness?
Well, I think I just answered it. I'm in on passive.
Same. Yes.
I mean, honestly, we're so blessed. We're so fortunate. We are like it's magical what's happening with this company. And I think if I were on this journey by myself, I wouldn't believe it. I would be like, oh, this can't be as good as I'm thinking it is or whatever. But because we have this gigantic family and we're all like, is this real? Is this real? It really is. And we're moving forward together. It's every dream come true. Every single one of our dreams is coming true.
Good.
And I'm grateful. I'm very grateful.
We know on passive started the commissions, and
Mhm.
after a lot get commissions. Which country you want to go
It's
out of
funny
all?
because I don't have my passport and I'm ashamed that I don't have my passport. I'm thinking I got to get that. It's just my life is so busy. I just don't ever stop to do that kind of thing, because I haven't had to travel before. But now I have 1,001 reasons to travel. And not just to visit people, but to do things, to make a difference in the world. And so, yeah, you guys, you can hold me accountable and say, Jeanne, did you get your password report yet? Yeah, it's going to be wonderful visiting everyone. Oh my goodness, it's going to be
Yes,
great.
and we are
Good.
looking forward to it. Yes,
Yeah.
Yes,
we our invitation, I think, is the first one. You
yes.
should
Okay.
come to us first. Yeah.
I don't know. Bangladesh has been really putting out the invitation. So
Oh,
it's going to be
Yeah,
hard. How close is
yeah,
Pakistan to Bangladesh? I
yeah,
might have to do a
yeah.
hop, skip, and a jump.
no, we're close.
Bangladesh was the
We're away.
part of Pakistan in past.
Yeah.
So it's in this
Very
way
close.
you are going to visit Pakistan.
All right. All
Yes.
right. It's going to
So
happen.
so thank you very much.
God,
Over
God,
to Aisha.
God willing, it'll happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh, Okay, thank you, Wasim sir. I hope you have all the answers for your questions now, and you're satisfied, I think. So I now back to the on passive scenario. I want to ask, on passive's portfolio includes numerous digital products. Could you share which one you find most appealing and what qualities make it your favorite one?
Yeah, I mean, it's really hard to choose for a couple reasons. One, we don't have all of them where we can play with them, right? We know what's coming and it's a gigantic ecosystem. And I might have some things in there that might end up being my favorite, you know, but right now, I mean, Obless is our heart, but we're not really working with Obless right now. So for me, it's got to be OConnect because OConnect represents what the company is doing in a larger way. It's connecting people around the world and doing it with superior technology. So it's sort of like a microcosm of what ONPASSIVE is about, which is bringing humanity together, getting everybody onto this one level playing field, putting them in the sandbox and letting them play, and then helping them to have businesses that they can't help succeed. You know, the tools are so great. You know, the OConnect has so many features in it that help businesses succeed. And even if we don't ever use it for business, if we just play with it, we're still making money off of it because
Yes.
we're affiliates. And it's just it's a perfect and brilliant platform. And we could talk for 3 days and nights about the different features in it. There's so many. But I think for me, just the joy and fun of connecting people across the world. And we haven't even added the AI features yet. So can you imagine? It's already great. So it's just going to get better and better and better. So yeah, OConnect for me, that's the big winner right now.
Yes, our flagship product, OConnect, it's the best one by far. And yes, you're right about those versions which are going to come. There are many people. They're saying that 10,000 attendees, and there is a lot in OConnect, but we don't use it. There are many kids who are founders. They have their name on. The ID by their name. So they say that kids don't use O Connect. So I don't think so that it's not necessary that we use the product. Each and
Yeah.
every founder has to buy it. It is I think it is compulsory, but it is not compulsory that they should use it also, because there are a lot to do with it. You can just run your business, just purchase that product and then open up your business, and then you can do a lot more when you just go ahead with in your ecosystem and you click on things and you can earn commissions. So I think you said it right. We don't have to use that if we don't want to, and if you use it, I think it's a win-win situation.
Hmm.
So with the prominent marketing efforts which we have witnessed up till now, there in Burj Khalifa, FIFA World Cup, Metro Station, and a lot more. We know that Supercar Majlis, and
Yeah.
there's a way to go. I think Sir Ash has a lot up his sleeve that we don't know, and many epic collaborations. What effects do you perceive on OnPassive's overall image and recognition?
Well, you know, the way that the company has been branding and marketing itself, it's like a total immersion. You know, it's you know, our logo and the information about our products is just everywhere. So if whether it's on the Burj Khalifa, whether it's in the train station, what a brilliant creative way. It's the station itself is named you know, on passive. The stairs, the escalator, the everywhere you go, it's on passive, on passive, on passive. And the beauty and the sophistication of the branding. So it's showing we're not just plastering our name everywhere. We're doing it beautifully. It's appealing to the eye, so it has an effect on people that way. The repetition helps people remember it. The cleverness, the inclusion of the heart, like, when we advertised up the Burj Khalifa, AI with heart, like, we don't hide the fact that we're doing everything with heart. We're not ashamed of that. We lead with that. So it's everything that the company has done with the marketing is showing the world what we are. We're a business and we have business products, but we're on a mission. We're on a heart-centered mission, and we take it quite seriously. And and so I think, normally if I saw a company, say a a sugary beverage company, let's say, plastering their information everywhere, and it would get, it just totally uh, overwhelming my senses, would be very irritating to me, because the theme of that company, the mission of that company, is just to get you to buy products. It doesn't care about our health. It doesn't care about, helping you succeed by, helping you to earn money or whatever. So I think the way that the company is doing this marketing is using the brilliant marketing tactics, but the end result is lifting humanity. So it's everything that we do from a business standpoint is to help our fellow man, help people, give people fresh water and all of these things in a very real way. So it's just never been done. It's just never been done before. I'm not sure if I answered your question with that, but did I?
No, no, no. You said it right. You're doing great. These collaborations and all, which whatever they are doing, what it is resulting towards, whatever we are gaining. I think you have just answered it all. Yes, we have seen it all, and we are going to see a lot more than that. Uh, what that image and that recognition is going to bring us, and we are going to witness it in the near future. So, right. Would you like to share your thoughts or insights? Yes, I think you have answered that one. I have asked you about the favorite product, and you
Yeah.
told me about OConnect. So, Mr. Ash, our CEO, has frequently mentioned on Passive's dedication to offering value. Can you share your perspective on what constitutes this value and how it is delivered?
Sure. Well, value, there's so many aspects of the word value. You have your values, what you feel is important, and then the value that, say, a product has, which is it provides some benefit, some attribute that makes life better for people. And OnPassive, as I said, is dedicated to doing that. Its heart and soul is providing great value to people that's going to lift them out of their current situation, right? So when the people themselves that are creating these products, and this is another way that OnPassive is different than other companies, is that when your technical staff, your experts, your exec teams, when they themselves are creating the products, that when they themselves feel valued, is what I meant to say. They are valued as human beings, as creators, and when you work on a project and you're valued, you feel respected, you feel loved. And I mean genuinely loved. Our family in Hyderabad, I think they feel loved and respected and admired and valued. When you have people like that creating your projects or your products, it's going to inform everything they do. It's going to yield a better result. They're going to put more energy into it. They're going to put their creativity into it. They're not just going to a job and, putting together things and it's going off to market to be sold. No, they're part of the mission. They're part of the vision. And it matters to them that they create something of superior value that's going to really make a difference, not just be another thing that people buy and not just another thing that's a little bit better than what's already out there. No, it's something that's so excellent and so superior that it will be a no-brainer for people to get it. It's just going to be solving real problems for real people. And when that kind of value system is built into everything that we do, we can't help but have an incredible result. It's just, I think that ONPASSIVE is showing the world a different way of doing things. It's putting everything, it's doing everything backwards. It's putting all that value first. And then once businesses out there see that, and Ash has talked about that, we're going to be the example to the world. When businesses see ONPASSIVE putting all this value first, doing all the branding first, doing everything first for the ultimate benefit of the user, and we succeed hugely, they're going to say, so we don't need to gouge people. We don't need to rip off people. We don't need to give them some cheap plastic thing. We can give them a incredible product that is just so excellent, and we can succeed. I think it's always been this sort of world where that was the way people accepted it was supposed to be. You do something as cheaply as you can to make the maximum profit. And we're just showing the world that it doesn't have to be that way. And we're not going to do it that way. So that's value. To me, that's value.
Yes, well said. That's why we call it a revolution. It's not only a regular company, it's a revolution that we have changed the mindset, and we have changed it all. We have just turned the tables, that we can say. So yes. While another one, that ONPASSIVE is widely recognized, we know that it is very well known for its positivity and humane values. How can we effectively address any lingering negativity that may arise in this context?
Well, you could look at it a couple different ways, but generally we live in a dualistic world. We have up, we have down, we have, left, we have right, we have high, low, we have light, and we have darkness. And they coexist. They're sort of part of the balance of the world that we're in right now. So the key is not to eradicate the negative, to eradicate the darkness. It's to not focus on it at all. And Ash has told this time and time again, don't focus on that, people. Don't be putting your energy towards that. What we focus on expands, all of that. So what we want to do is simply shine so brightly, be so good, be so honest, be so ethical, be so everything that we want, be so much of that the negative is just naturally going to fade away. It probably will not disappear from the world, but it won't be in our world. It won't be in our field, because we'll be it's like a light shining on a dark corner. The darkness just goes away. It goes elsewhere. So I think by focusing on the negativity, you're just going to get more of it. You're going to get more of it, and it's just going to get ugly. So what we're just, some people call it maybe ignoring reality. I do not. I call it manifesting what you want, meaning focus on the good. Ash he must get so frustrated because he tells us these things, and people don't really listen, because we're taught, at an early age, you don't strengthen, you don't focus on your strengths. You got to look for that one thing you do badly and focus on that and do better at that. No. And Ash gets this. He's like created Academy and OnJoy, all of these things, because you want the kids to focus on what their strength is, focus on where their joy is, where their interest is, and do that. And it's so unprecedented, so he understands that if you focus on the negative or the problems or where you're the weakest or any of those things, you're just going to get more of it. And it just doesn't work. It slows you down. So when he says, okay, everybody, we all need to focus on, the good, focus, look for the good and focus on the good, and we'll get there quicker. It's just the way it works. It's the way the universe works. So
Yes, yes, awesome. Yes, Janet Butler is here, and welcome, ma'am. She's saying, where focus goes, energy flows.
she's
Yes,
absolutely right. Absolutely right.
absolutely right. Yes. We also have to I want to thank a lot of people here for you, Jean, Chris Johnson,
Oh,
Ava, Lynn, ma'am, Akram, Kerry, Sabs Marker, and Renata, Dominic, Rana Asif from Pakistan, Kiran. Uh, they're all uh, they're all here for you, and we welcome you all. And thank you for coming to our session.
thank
And yes, making it a happening place today. Yes. So now my last question, and after that I'll just give this over to Sir Waseem. If you could share a few words with our founding members and valued customers, what would you like to convey?
you. Get excited.
Yes.
Get very, 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 very excited because we're part of something really extraordinary, really creative, really unique. Um, it's just it's never been done before. It's certainly a part of history. We've already made history umpteen times. We have just made so much history. It's almost unbelievable what we have accomplished in such a short amount of time. And the thing that I want to leave people with is that because we're going to be disrupting so many industries, not everybody wants us to succeed, and we know this, right? We're going to be shaking up the apple cart, and so we need to stand strong. Know what you have, believe in what you have, what we know we have here, and stand strong and be proud that you're part of something that is literally going to lift humanity. It's going to, it's just everything that we ever dreamed of doing in life that was important, that was really important as far as helping other people. We're going to be a part of making that happen. And I think in a fairly short amount of time, because there's so many of us. It's not just one man, with funds going out and doing things. He's got an absolute what Mr. Nizal calls the ONPASSIVE army. We're a benevolent army going out into the world and creating change. And because we have numbers, we're going to be able to do it quickly. We're going to group together, Chris Johnson with Obless. We're going to just do amazing things. So be proud of that. Stand strong in that. And focus away from anybody that says you can't do it because we're already doing it. So we just know we know what we have, and it's massive goodness. And so just get ready to share that goodness with the world. It's going to be an absolutely joyful, fulfilling life. And I'm grateful to be here. Thanks, guys.
Well said, well said. And yes, we are an army of founders, and with a lot of great and disruptive ammunition, which we have. We have O Connect, we have O Bless, and we have a lot more coming up. So I think we are well equipped, and Sir Ash has made this happen, and we will be a strong army, and we can fight our way through. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Jean.
Thank
I
you so
really
much,
enjoyed
Ayesha.
this session with you, and you answered each and every question very well. And it was really clear, and you made it clear. I think nobody will have any doubts in their mind after that. So over to you, Sir Wasim. Yes.
Mm. Thank you very much, Aisha. And I love this session. I enjoyed every questions and answers of Jean ma'am. So before I ask, actually, I am going to do some rapid fire questions. So
Oh boy.
before I
Oh
start this,
no.
so I have to say thanks. I have a long list of chat: Hamid Khan, Chris Johnson, Sir Alex Sojip, and Pedro and Henry Horn and Nirmala Ika and Parda Sinha and M. Kelly ji always, Kamlesh
Oh,
Kumar, Janet Butler, Akram Hussain, Abdul Aziz, Raja Mansoor, and John Brilla sir here, Roblin,
Oh
Jean ma'am
yes.
always.
John is also there. Yes.
Yes, Iqbal Patel, Hamid, and thank you very much, everyone. So my first question is, who is the laughing Buddha? I mean, who is the comedian of On Passive?
Oh, wow. Is it Waseem and Anwar?
Nee, you
You're a
cannot,
character.
you cannot,
You are the laughing Buddha.
you cannot actually. My family says when you laugh, you are mute, and no sound. We don't hear any sound when you laugh. But we three are not included in this session, in this questions sessions. So who is the laughing Buddha or comedian of?
Well, that's really hard because there's so many. I mean, we have Chris is hilarious. We have Marty is hilarious. And when you get the two of them together, it's crazy. We have Dinesh Kotian. We have so many very funny, very
Yes.
charming, very talented people. There's just too many, too many. But Wasim, you hold your own. You're a funny guy. You are.
I thought I'm a serious man. Thank you very much. So, uh, who is the foodie who is fond of eating?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Who is the
Who's
foodie
foodie? Who's more
foodie
foodie?
founder?
Oh, well, Ash Mufara, I mean, he's a major foodie. Major foodie.
After
That's also tough because you have Red Redfern, who is a chef, so he's
yes,
sort of a de facto foodie there. Oh, there's so many. Wow, you're really catching me on these. Oh, who else is a foodie? Well, those are two big ones. Is that
yes,
good enough?
yes. Okay, okay. And who is energetic founder or non-stop, uh, unstoppable?
Oh, wow.
I mean,
Well, when I think back on the people that I've seen that have just blown me away, I would say Lynn Nakamoto, just somebody that has been everywhere, helping every group
yes,
and just
every
tireless.
day.
And then she with Rob Gorman, the inexhaustible, high energy Rob Gorman, that the combo is just unbelievable. But there's so many. I mean, if you gave me a few minutes and a pen and pencil, I could, or a pencil and paper, I could write so many people because on passive
Yes,
has us all fired up, and people don't want to stop. It just goes and goes
yes,
and goes. So anyway, I hope that's one
yes,
good example.
yes, yes. Good. Actually, we are asking this question in lighter mode. We have many answers, but it's okay. So, who is the now I'm telling in start. We three are not include. Who is the most handsome founder of OnPassive?
That is a terrible question, Wasim. The most handsome. Wait,
Only,
wait. It has to
only
be a
one.
founder. Okay. Whoa. That's a sort of a trick question. Ash Mufara,
Oh,
Oh
Ash,
yes.
the real founder,
after Ash
right?
Mufare,
All
after
right.
Ash,
There you
after
go.
Ash,
You don't
after
get
Ash.
more handsome and adorable than that.
What
Sorry.
what do you want to hear?
All you
No,
out there that wanted to be more
you you
handsome and
you
adorable
you
than
are
Ash
putting
Mufara, you.
you are putting all answers to Ash Mufare, sir.
Hmm,
Smart,
no,
smart lady.
he's handsome
So,
in every way, not
Yeah,
just
he
looks.
is. Yes,
Mhm.
uh,
yes.
who is the well dressed founder? Well
Well
dressed founder of OnPassive.
dressed.
Yes.
Dr. Benny.
Yeah.
Dr. Benny. She is very professional, and it's important to her to have a professional look. She's talked to me many a times when I wear a suit jacket. She's like,
Yes.
"Thank you for dressing the part. Thank you for looking professional."
Oh,
It's important to her. So I'll say, Dr. Benny, you're the
okay.
best dressed.
Mm, that's good.
Okay. Okay.
So
Next,
another,
who
yes.
is the organized founder? I mean, in when he or she does shows or live or very organized in question and many any things.
I think probably the combination would be Julie Wen and Susie McCrae in as far as keeping not a lot of people understand hosting meetings, running meetings, and all of the teamwork things that
Yes.
have to happen behind the scenes. They are literally juggling like 10 different things. Phone texts, WhatsApp, messages from
Mm,
Ash, all this stuff. And they're doing that while they're also presenting a professional front. They're handling things on screen. So that is extraordinary. They make it look very, very easy, and it's not. It's really not. And so I have such utmost respect for all the people that do this kind of hosting, but them in particular, because they've done so many of those corporate webinars where the stakes are very high. It's so important that things go smoothly, and they
mm.
do it and they look like they're just having a good time, very calm. I would be sweating. I would be freaking out. I would, so I just, my hat is off, ladies, to the both of them. Amazing,
Yeah,
amazing work.
you're right. Yes, yes, they do it. They're very perfect in that. No, whatever they do, they manage it very nicely. And I have seen it when Julie was with us in our event, that Lahore event.
Yes. Yeah, I remember
she
that.
yeah, she handled it very nicely, because I was a newbie there, and I didn't know about hosting and all. And
Hmm.
Sir Waseem told me that Julie will be with us and she will support you, and she did it really nicely. She did a great
Yeah,
job. Yes,
it's
you're
really
right.
amazing.
So next,
Yes. Next question.
who is good
I
in
think
make?
I think this is an interview within an interview. What is this?
Really, I'm thinking, well, I wasn't prepared for any of this.
No, this
You're
is a
really
surprise.
putting me on the spot, Waseem. I hope no one out there is offended because I love you all and you're all amazing. So
Thank you. We
he's
love
he's
you
really
too.
catching me off guard here.
Who is good in making a notes, summaries of
Oh
webinars,
yes, we
and
know that.
Well,
We know
it's
that.
very easy.
that's sort of easier because we have Peter Soror, happy birthday, by the way, Janet Butler, Daryl Cook, and Dan Street
Yes,
have done
yes,
an exemplary job, and it's not easy because
Mhm.
yes,
when everybody's
yes,
talking quickly, so much information, to be able to put that into a format where everyone can understand it, they can copy that, put it into their own language. Just I'm
yes,
so grateful to them.
yes,
So
yes.
thank you all.
So we have many good singers in on passive. I'm not asking who is the best singer, but who is your favorite singer besides you? We know you have
Besides me,
three guys.
I'm not
Yes.
my favorite singer. Oh, that's really hard.
Now,
You mean
after this
on
question,
passing?
we have to hear a song from you. So first answer these questions, then
Well,
be ready
I
for a
don't.
song. Actually, I got many requests. Please,
Oh, a song request. Yes.
because for song request, especially Verona Willis Brown said.
Oh,
Well,
Verona. Hi,
I
Verona.
you are
So
you're a
before,
character.
what is your
Well, I
favorite?
don't have any favorites. I don't have any favorites. I know that Larada Shadara has done that amazing anthem for
Yes,
On Passive. Renata Girgica, who is just so talented and prolific in her songwriting, and I feel privileged to have done a few songs with her myself. Um, so I mean, there's just so many, and I haven't even heard them all. You know what I mean? Like in all the different countries, there's so many, and there was a lot done in the very beginning. And if there's more happening, I think there's going to be a time when all of those songs will have a voice and a place to be heard, instead of just on YouTube channels here and there. Um, but yeah, those two ladies
smart
is
answers.
dear to my heart.
Smart
So you're
answers.
gonna you want me to sing? Oh my
So
goodness.
in last,
Do
please
you really?
sing a song for us,
A,
a
a,
good
a,
song.
lo- a lot of people
Okay.
Any
want you
song.
to sing also.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm
This is
going
this.
to I've done this before, but it's the one song. I'm not going to sing the whole song. I'll just sing a couple phrases, but it's when Julie and Milo, and I'm trying to think of where I might have done it. I don't know if it was on Julie on Milo. It might have been the Milo show, but asking about songs, people were changing some of the lyrics to put on passive in and things like that. And I thought, what, this song it just fits how I feel. And that's Karen Carpenter's song, which is, I'm on the top of the world looking down on creation, and the only explanation I can find is the love that I've found since ONPASSIVE's been around. It's just put me at the top of the world. Everything I want the world to be is now coming true, especially for you and me. And the reason is clear. It's because ONPASSIVE's here. It's the nearest thing to heaven that we've found. We're on the top of the world looking down on creation, and the only explanation I can find is the love that we've found since ONPASSIVE's been around. It's just put us at the top of the world.
Very
That
nice.
was
Very
okay.
nice. Jean, you
Thank
sing
you very
very
much.
well.
It's true.
Very well. And Eva is saying super Jean.
Oh, thank
Yes.
you, Eva. Thank you,
Super
Eva.
Jean. So nice.
So thank you very much.
You
Thanks to join this valuable session, and I really enjoyed this session. I don't know about you, but I did
Okay.
fun.
Yeah, I
Oh,
enjoyed
it's
it.
great.
Enjoyed
Thank you
it.
so much. Thank you so much for having me. Shukriya.
Shukriya, shukriya. So
Shukriya.
Welcome,
good, good.
welcome.
One
I know
word.
you are learning the words of different languages.
Yeah, I'm
So
trying to just a little bit,
yeah,
just
uh,
enough.
in regard Urdu, you can contact with me.
Okay.
Yes,
Urdu,
so I know you for that one, and then I'm also learning some Arabic, and
yes.
you know,
Aisha know Arabic.
you
Yeah,
know Arabic, so I can
yeah.
practice with you, both of you.
Yes. I
Okay,
Yes.
Jean,
okay. It's
I used to live in Saudi Arabia, na? Yeah, when
oh, so that's
I was a kid, yeah.
the more
Yeah,
formal Arabic.
I got my education from there, Saudi Arabia, yes.
Yeah,
So
so I'm
yeah,
taking
after
one
that,
in.
yeah, after that I was in Dubai, so I also know a lot about Dubai. That's why.
And the different dialects, did you find that hard? Because the class I'm doing is in Egyptian Arabic, which they say is sort of like a more generic. A
Mm,
lot of people understand
Yeah,
it, but
Egyptian
it's
Arabic is a
different
little
from the
different.
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's different. That's different. But the
Yes.
more or less the basic words are quite the same.
Hmm.
Yeah, but it's different. Yes, different than Saudi Arabian language. Yes.
So I'm trying to learn a little bit, just to be able to, if I don't want to say if, when I go to Dubai, I want to be able to read the signs. I want to be able to say things just enough to get by.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's such a great base language. I'm very interested in ancient civilizations, ancient texts, and things like that. And so, how wonderful will it be to be able to maybe read some of that? I could go to the OnPassive website and click the AR to go to the Arabic, and I want to be able to read some of it. I think that would be wonderful. So it's hard. It's reading right to left, totally
It's hard.
new grammar. It's got
Yeah.
I think it's 6 letters or 6 sounds that are not known in the English language. They're like sounds that there is no equivalent for. So that's challenging. But
Yes.
yeah, I'm working on it. So yeah, I'm
Okay.
excited about it. So I'll
Ma'am,
practice with you.
Yeah.
ma'am, you can learn
I'm sure you will
Punjabi
learn
as
it.
well from
Yes.
me. You can learn
Okay.
Punjabi as well from me.
Oh
No,
well,
but
hold off on Punjabi. I have to take it in small chunks. Yeah, that's a little. I will do Hindi before I do Punjabi.
yes,
I
yes, she's
understand
right.
that. Yeah.
Hindi or Urdu, they're both
Hindu and Urdu a little bit same.
same.
If
Yes.
you learn Urdu, it means you learn Hindi.
Yes.
We are speaking almost same,
Lot of, yeah.
only written
Oh,
different.
that's great to know. That's great to know. Yeah, I am noticing some similarities between languages
Yes, yes,
already. So yeah,
yes.
you'll forgive my accent and my mixing it all up.
No, no,
It's good fun. It's good
but
fun.
you
Thank
do,
you
but
guys
you,
so much.
yeah, but whatever you do with languages, you do it quite well. I have heard you sing in Bangladeshi, and in Hindi also, and you're doing a great job. Yes.
Thank you. I'm not like Corinne Isabel Mikes, where she actually speaks those
Yes.
languages. I'm not. I'm just mimicking. I'm learning phrases and mimicking the sounds and
Mhm.
practicing it. So it's different. It's different that I don't really understand. Like some of the ones that I do a lot, the Bengali and, like, I now know if somebody asks me how I am, I know I can just say Ami Valo at sea. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like, so I know. But for the most part, I have to do it right before a meeting. I study and then I can say it. And
okay.
I want to get to a place where I can converse. Somebody can talk to me and I can understand it. That's the goal. Just a little bit.
I,
Little
I
bit.
am I am expert in French like Marty.
You know French?
No, he doesn't.
Like
Ah,
Marty.
bonjour.
No, he
Like
doesn't.
Marty.
Bonjour. Comment vas-tu?
Marty.
Okay. So thank
So,
you, Jean.
thank
Thank
you
you.
very much,
Thanks
Jim.
a lot. We enjoyed
We'll
it, and
close
we are
this.
looking, yeah,
Yes.
and we're looking forward to more and more
Yes.
sessions with you
Okay.
in future, and not
Mhm.
an interview, but something different. I hope
Okay.
so. If you find
Sure.
time, we will.
Yes.
Inshallah,
Yes.
yes.
Absolutely. Well, thank
Okay.
you both.
Thank
Asim,
you.
Aisha, it's been a
Yes.
pleasure.
We close this session to say this. We are so in it to win it.
Oh,
You're
we
so
are
We are
in it to
so.
win
so
it.
in it to win it. We
Yes,
are absolutely in it to win it.
Yes.
Awesome.
absolutely.
Bye
Thank
Thank
bye.
you
you.
both. Thank you
Bye.
both. Bye, everyone.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.